The early season is interesting. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the DS Asylum. I'm your warden, Demetrius Strine, and today I am actually going to be taking my main team into PvP at the beginning of the season. I don't really ever do this because the beginning of the season is supposed to be that time when you just, you just kind of relax a little bit. I'm not the type that's going to be in the top 100 every season, so I don't rush to rank 50 on the first day of the season. That's just not something I do. I actually kind of coast my way to rank 50 and then I get serious. And I usually do that by using some of the more fun teams. Like I like to use units like LF Broly. I'll use, my Lineage of Evil team, stuff like that. I'll use Rival Universe if I really feel like I need something good but still fun. Or I'll use like maybe mono teams for that. Like with Rival Universe, I like just running purple, red. Because I like using Caulifla and Hit together because it's broken. But for the most part, I never take like Androids, God Key, or the girls teams into PvP until I'm already at least at rank 50, if not already in the top 10k. But I figured I would throw them in and just to see how much easier the early season is with this team. And oh boy, so I'm just gonna be straight with you. This is the full version of the team until I get the blue 18. This is what the team looks like. 21 is over here being very defensive, but I don't use her. We've got a whole bunch of strike attack here for Caulifla. The main setup for this team is Caulifla lead and then 18 and Kefla. I'm also going to probably get Kefla to 14 stars through multi-Z power. She's already at 12, and, I would be using the good 21, but she's only at 7 stars, and Kefla's at 12. I might as well just use Kefla. And then Videl's actually pretty good. Like, she's pretty meh as a unit on her own nowadays, but she does provide a very good Z ability, and she actually can do some work. She'd be doing a lot of work if this equip was strike attack and not blast defense. When you see her in this video, because she will make an appearance, she would have done so much more had this been a strike attack buff and not a blast defense buff. Sometimes you can really tell what an equipment is doing for a unit. But let's just hop into the matches so I can keep talking and you actually have something to look at. Oh, real quick, I've added this to 18 because of course I have. Did you really think I wasn't going to grind this equip? Duh. Alright, let's hop into these matches so that, we can actually be looking at something interesting. So, it's a very strike-oriented girls team, which you can very obviously tell. Every single unit here has a higher strike stat than blast stat, and 18 is the only unit here that holds 2 blast cards, because of course she fucking does. Everyone here except 18 and 21 hold 2 strike cards. 21 holds 1 of each, and as I just said, the melee unit holds 2 blast cards because they liked to do that back in the day for some stupid ass reason. But everyone else here holds 2 strike cards, so this team is very strike heavy, deals a lot of strike damage, cannot take blast hits well whatsoever. There is not a single, well actually no, there is a single, one singular blast defense buff on this team, and that is coming from Videl's double defense buff. 21 does strike defense for the girls tag, and then everyone else is either doing strike attack and defense or just strike attack. 18 and Ribrianne are doing strike attack and defense, and Kefla and Caulifla are just doing strike attack. They're not even giving the strike defense. So it's a hyper offensive, hyper strike oriented team that is quite fragile and doesn't really take hits very well, but it doesn't need to take hits very well because it dishes them out very well. That's why this is my main team. It follows my kind of play style. That play style of just get into your face, punch the shit out of you, and end the match quickly, rather than stand there for 45 minutes and wait for you to do something while my unit tanks everything you could possibly ever do. That kind of playstyle is boring to me, and I hate it. You want to know something else I hate? Lag. Look at it. But you're going to very quickly see why I don't tend to use my main team in raiding matches at the beginning of the season, because it's just too strong to be dealing with the people that are usually down here. Not to throw shade at anyone who, you know, is just trying to play the game, right? But when you run into someone competitive like me, who's constantly getting to like the higher ranks, not like the top ranks, but higher ranks in PvP of most seasons, right? And I've got damn near 14 stars on all 3 of my units that I'm bringing here. One of them is at 14, one's at 13, and one's at 12, literally one after the other. 12, 13, 14. It's just... I've got this very specific build and everything. 2 of my units are at Zenkai 7. They've all got crazy synergy. I've been using it for a long time, about a month. I've been using it for a while, so I know exactly how to use it. I know all of its strengths and weaknesses, and you're just over here like, bro, I just wanted to play. Bro, I just wanted to hop into PvP and use my Zenkai 5 LS Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I don't know why I'm being punished. I just wanted to run my Goku team, man. Why am I being punished? Oh my god. Like, if you're the type of person that takes your main team into PvP at the beginning of the season, just why? Like, it's not fun. I did this specifically for a video to see how, you know, interesting the beginning of the season would be with my main team. And I gotta say, it lacked any form of interesting anything. Now, I will admit that this team is fun to use the first couple of times. Like, I would say the first, like, 3 matches of every session I do with this team is always fun because it just barrels through shit. But this team can get fairly boring. That's why I don't like doing long PvP sessions. Not only do I not have the patience for that bullshit, but this team can get a little bit boring because it is really good, but it's fine. If I ever get bored, I can just bring Videl or Blue 21 and give myself a challenge. Oh, I can just like bring Videl instead of 18. And then Blue 21 instead of Kefla. Like just essentially just bring the top 3 units. Oh boy. That's a recipe for disaster right there. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not cutting out any of the, you know, me getting into the matches that I would usually cut out, it's because that was supposed to be part of the experience. Like, I'm supposed to be showing what it is like to play at the beginning of the season, so that's part of that experience. This isn't a unit showcase. This is technically an actual PvP showcase. Like, I'm showcasing what it's like to play PvP early season with one of if not your best team. And it's like, ugh. So much lag, shit takes forever. Oh my god. It's just, it's not fun. I mean, it's kind of fun, but it gets to a point where you kind of just feel bad for even using a team like this at the beginning of the season. It's like, what does my try-harding ass have to prove by using a team like this, right? Like, I just look like a fucking try-hard using a team like this so early on in the season. Which, I mean, fair, because I do look like a tryhard using this fucking team this early. Like, what the hell am I doing running this team this early? Look at him. He didn't even know he could get out of that. He probably couldn't have gotten out of it, if I'm being honest. It probably just looked like he could because of the lag. Maybe he actually couldn't get out of it, but I could get out of this. So I find it hard to believe he couldn't get out of the other thing. Either he didn't know or the lag was just fucking with both of us. Look at it, man. How do you... Ah! Stop lagging! Just be gone. Be gone, demon. Why are you just standing there? There you go. Do something. Fine, I'll do it for you. It's not fair. It's not fair. He obviously gave up there, and I mean, like, I don't blame you. I respect you for not forfeiting. You took your L like a man or a woman. I don't know what you are behind the screen, but you took your L. You didn't forfeit, so you have my respect. Oh my god. This team, there's a reason why it's my main team. It's very good. It's very good. And I have no business using it early on in the season. But I'm not, like, mad that I did this or anything, honestly. Because it shows what a lot of YouTubers don't show, and that's what it's really like to play at the beginning of the season. And you run into shit like this. People who just want to play the game. People who are just trying to use whatever the hell they have, right? These are the types of people that I can actually respect. The ones that have just a random assortment of units that happen to work together. And they're just like, fuck it, I want to use them. And I hate people like me who use teams like this at the beginning of the season and deny them their ability to play just because they want to be all extra competitive. Even though you've got 2 fucking weeks. Hell, this time you got 3 fucking weeks. This PvP season lasts an entire week longer because it's gonna last until the 3-year anniversary. Also, ow, bastard. Why did you have to do it? I wanted Videl to do a lot more in this match, but then I was like, god damn, now she's almost dead. Gonna drop for Vegeta or Zamasu, didn't really matter which one of them came in. I wanted Videl to take out Vegeta, but well, 18 kind of stole her thunder. But you know what? Videl gets to do some stuff against Zamasu. Here we go. Pop that main ability so you're locked in here. Thank you for the sidestep. And this is what I mean by, like, she would have done more had that equip been 17% strike attack, because Zamasu would have been dead. Zamasu would have died had I had a better equip. Because, like, you see how little health he had left. If that one slot on that one equip had been strike attack instead of blast defense, Zamasu would have been dead. And I would have been very impressed with Videl. Even though this isn't a high starred Zamasu, like, Videl's still an EX unit that was brought here to deal with a 3-star, 2.5-year-old yellow unit. I wasn't expecting much from her to begin with. So I would have been very happy had she just been able to kill Zamasu, but it's fine. She honestly did more damage than I thought she was even going to. I hadn't expected to do as much as she did, if I'm being honest. So it's fine. Videl is a good option if you really need to run a red unit. Like, if you really need a red unit, she's fine. But outside of that, I just stick with the main 3, Caulifla, 18, and Kefla in that order. Simply because those are the 3 best units on the team. And they have the best synergy. So it just works. All of them have a way of changing blast arts to strike arts. That's why they have good synergy. Because no matter what is in your hand, you can always change it. Kefla changes them when she enters the battlefield, and both Caulifla and 18 do it with their green cards. So, and since 18 likes to draw a whole bunch of green cards, you will more or less always be able to change your blasts to strikes. So you'll never be in a situation where you're not really doing any damage unless 18 is out and she's, comboing, in which case you might draw a blast card because card draw speed and all that. But we got some regen here, and it's a breath of fresh air to see a regen team that doesn't just have red stars on all the units and multiple Zenkai 7 units. You know how actually refreshing it is to see LF Piccolo and see him not Zenkai'd? Like, You know how fucking refreshing it is to not see DKP? You know what? That's the thing. Just DKP. I can deal with Zenkai LF Piccolo. It's Zenkai DKP and Purple DKP that fucking irk me. Because they just touch you and you die. It's 18, but there's 2 of them. Like, it's literally 18, but 2 of them. It's so annoying. I can deal with LF Piccolo. Even at Zenkai 7, I can deal with LF Piccolo. He's not that hard. It's just the DKPs. They really like making DKP strong in this game. And I don't know why. I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I mean, good for DKP. He doesn't get shafted in this game. DKP has had more good units than Gogeta has. But... So, I mean, at least DKP can't say he gets shafted by the game. People are gonna be mad about that one, but it's fucking true. Don't at me, bro. Do I even have to say anything at this point? I don't, honestly. Like, I don't. You're about to see a world record run. This is the fastest you'll ever see a regen team be defeated. Why? Because it's early season, and that's just what happens early season. So, yeah, I guess just exist with this for a second. A couple more seconds, and I'll see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Peace.